I believe as the American dream continues to become out of reach for many Americans, and especially young Americans, I believe poverty, I believe being poor, I believe being homelessness will be the new normal. Yep. I believe it will absolutely be the new normal. And not the type of homeless, not the type of homeless that y'all are used to seeing. See, no, this is a new type of homeless, right? This is what we call, or what the Chinese call in their country, the new poor, right? There's a new poor arising in America. And it's not the traditional, the guy, begging for change. He looks like he's off his rockers or on some drugs or dirty and all of that. No, 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 no. That's not it anymore. There's a new poor on the horizon. New people who are just like, bro, I'm not paying $2,000 for rent. I'm not paying $2,500 for rent. The job ain't paying me enough. Most people are working jobs that we can all agree aren't paying them enough. Rent is approximately probably taking most people's probably around 40% of your income, right? Rent is the biggest income drainer, right? And check this video out right here.
We not getting a job. It sound like y'all jealous because we found a way to make it work without a job, and you still gotta work a 9 to 5, pushing 40 hours plus a week. That's on you. Don't get mad at us because we found a way to circumvent this shit and get out the system and get out the matrix. We living in a tent, paying no rent, saving up money every single month, more money than the average American could ever think to save. Y'all jealous because me and my girlfriend found a way to circumvent paying rent. So don't get upset with us and tell us that we need to get a job and we lazy, when in reality, this lifestyle is far from lazy. This lifestyle is very difficult. Most people couldn't even handle this adversity. So I don't want to hear y'all calling us names and calling us lazy. Y'all jealous because y'all got amenities and we dealing with shit without all that, saving up money, making it work without amenities, without AC, without heat, making it work. Y'all jealous. We don't need a JOB. We don't need AC. We making it work in a TENT.
So, as you've seen from that video, people are opting out. People are still opting out. People are still opting out. People are still trying to pave their own way. And listen, I'm not trying to judge the guy, but you're choosing this adversity over another adversity. I'm just not putting 1 + 1 together. I'm not, the equation ain't equationing, right? And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I don't want to get on them. I guess I need to get on them hard, right? But pause. But listen, you got to choose your heart. You have to choose your heart in life. It is hard to be poor. It is extremely hard to be poor. Being poor comes with a whole set of challenges in itself, right? Access to healthcare. Right? Access to money, access to food, access to just quality of life. Being poor has its own set of issues, which is hard, right? And also having money is not without issues, right? You got people calling you, right? You're the breadwinner in the family. In your whole family. So everybody calling you knowing that you got the money. People are trying to sue you, right? People are trying to get you into car accidents because you're driving around a nice car, right? You got people knocking on your door because your property is public information, right? They always trying to sell you something, right? Money definitely buys your way into quality life. Money definitely can buy you happiness. However, money doesn't solve all issues, right? So having money even comes with its own set of issues. And out here grinding and getting to the money is its own set of issues as well. right? Getting to the money is its own set of issues. You're going to have to struggle regardless. And this guy chose his struggle. This guy chose his struggle. He chose to get out here in a tent, no AC, no heat, no nothing. He definitely mixed up his words a little bit, because on one hand, he's saying, y'all just mad because y'all got to work that job and work 40 hours, and I don't. But on the other hand, he say he's saving money. So how you saving money, my guy, unless the social media is the hustle, right? Now, if the social media is the hustle, hey, I'm not knocking your hustle, but this is what's being pushed. This is why the after pill is going to be so essential in the future, right? Because this is what's being pushed. And this is not the only video or the second or third video that I've seen of people staying in cars, people staying in tents, people, opting out of traditional rent, opting out of mortgages, opting out of houses. This is not the only video I've seen. This seems to be a trend now. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys are paying attention to social media, this seems to be a trend now, right? Homelessness will be the new normal. Poverty, being poor, will be the new normal. And not, like I said, not just standing outside begging for change. No, a lot of people are homeless. And what do I mean by that? You have a lot of people right now staying with their parents. They moved back in with their parents. They don't have their own home anymore. Or they couldn't afford the rent. They couldn't afford to buy a home. So they moved back in with their parents. And everybody ain't making $100,000, $150,000, or even $75,000 while staying with their parents. Most of these people who are staying with their parents, they ain't got a pot to piss in. They're not grinding. They're not really working essential jobs and, stacking up money. No, a lot of these people just gave up. A lot of people are just giving up. We got to call a spade a spade. A lot of people are just giving up. Right? A lot of people are just waiting on their parents to die. Bro, true story. Many people are just waiting on their motherfucking parents to die so they can get the house and get the life insurance money and get those payments, that retirement money from that 401k. This is what's going on. This is what's happening, guys. Yeah, this is what's happening. People are opting out. People are homeless. And not just like this guy. This guy, he's taking homelessness to a whole nother level. He's saying, fuck that shit. I'm not paying $2,000, and to some extent it is kind of smart, right? I've said some things similar to this as well. And I've communicated that, listen, if push come to shove, I will stay in my car. If push came to shove, I would just stay in my car. Right? I'll stay in my car. And I will pay, listen, compared to paying almost $2,000 in rent, paying my little car note is nothing. That's a drop in a bucket. That's a drop in a bucket. Find a nice little parking spot, Planet Fitness that's 24/7, or a gas station or something, or find an apartment complex who always have their gate open, right? And I'll just stack up my money and, easy. Easy. Right? And it's really a smart idea. So I'm not knocking them, but is it really necessary to sacrifice basic essentials? Is that really necessary? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about what this guy's doing. I'm kind of on the fence on what a lot of people out here doing. Right? They're just picking a new struggle. Being homeless is a new struggle. Opting out of society is a new struggle. And you can do one or two things. You can struggle to get your shit together, struggle to get this money, struggle to pave a way, or struggle to be broke, struggle to be poor, right? Because how much money are they really stacking out there? How much money are they really stacking? I don't know the guy personally, right? Y'all can follow his page if you see the @ down there somewhere. But I don't know the guy personally. I don't know how much they're really saving. I don't know if they're making a bag off of the social media. I don't know if they're making a bag about, from showing them being homeless, right? But I think this is what's going to be the norm. This is going to be the norm. So you're going to still have more and more people who moving with their parents, because here's the thing, man. Homes are just going to become more and more expensive. That's just what's going to happen. Homes are going to become more and more expensive. Will we see a drop in the market? Will we see a drop in the housing market? Yes. For a short period of time. That drop is just to allow people with already the cash on hand, people who are already ready to buy at the right time, right? It is just for these institutions to get in right when it's right when it's the perfect time to get in, because most people are not going to be ready to buy a home when the markets get to the point where people are ready to buy in a buyer's market. People are not going to be ready. The majority of people are not going to be ready. What's going to happen is more people who already have homes, there's going to be a small percentage of people, which probably is more than likely the older generation, who are going to sell their homes and downsize, right? They're going to sell their homes and downsize, pull that money out and just retire, finish out their retirement. And the majority of people are going to refinance, HELOCs, pull that money out so they can pay down other debts and restart the whole motherfucking cycle again. And the rest of the people who was already pushed out to the edges of the earth, they're not going to be able to get in because they still won't have the cash on hand. They're still going to be behind, right? They're still going to be in this debt. Credit's still going to be fucked up. They're not going to be able to get in. Most people will be permanent renters. I believe it's going to get to the point in America where the majority of people are just going to be renters, whether you're renting a house or whether you're renting an apartment. It doesn't matter. Most people are going to become renters. And you can see it all across the nation. They're building more and more renters only communities. They're building renters only communities. So what does that say? What does that mean? What kind of trends are they paying attention to? What kind of market research are they paying attention to? Because best believe these multi-million-dollar companies, these builders, they have access to the research. They have access to the analytics. They have access to the data. So what are they seeing? What are they seeing to where a lot of these builders now, they're building renters, not buyers, and I've rolled past a few of them. That don't say now for sale on the sign. These are brand spanking new communities, brand new homes. They don't say buy, they don't say now ready to buy, right? They don't say houses from 300,000 to whatever, 500,000, whatever. They don't say that. They say now renting. Now renting only. This is going to become the new norm. You will own nothing and be happy. This is what America is turning into. America is just going to turn into a big ass consumer, right? Idiocracy. Nobody owns nothing. Nobody thinks about shit. You don't need to think anymore. The machines are going to think for you. The government is going to think for you. The politicians are going to think for you. You don't need to think. You probably don't even need to make money. Y'all don't do shit with it anyway. I just go out here and buy products at your demise. Right? So this is where America is headed. Most of the country, especially after the older generation dies off, because what's going to happen too, a lot of those kids who are waiting for those homes, they're just going to sell those homes. They're just going to sell the homes. They don't want those homes. They don't want it. They want the cash. See, the younger generation, they're okay with the apartment. They're okay with the condo. They're okay staying in a high rise, right? Believe it or not, a lot of people just don't care for homes like they used to. See, homes used to stand for, it used to be this what's the word I'm looking for? Status symbol, right? Homes used to be a status symbol. Yeah, you bought a house. Yeah, you're doing good for yourself. Man, a lot of people can't even afford these homes, man. A lot of people are struggling with these homes. See, a lot of people also don't have the knowledge of homes. See, a lot of people just buy homes just because, like I just said, for that status symbol, right? To appear like they're doing well, to appear like they're doing good in their life, to keep up with the Joneses, to impress their friends who also bought homes, to impress their family members who've been waiting on them to buy homes, right? That's why a lot of people buy homes, but a lot of people don't buy homes with research in mind, right? A lot of people don't buy homes with the investment mindset, right? People buy homes for all of the wrong reasons, and that's why so many people are upside down on their loans. That's why as soon as, the market gets upside down, as soon as inflation, hits this, their ass is up shit's creek, right? And the realtor's not going to tell you, a good realtor, a great realtor is not going to tell you about the ins and outs, if they even know, about keeping up with a home, maintaining a home, right? The hidden cost of a home. They're not going to tell you all that. They're not going to tell you nothing near that. They just want to sell you that home. They don't want to tell you anything that's going to prevent you from possibly changing your mind on that home. They're not going to tell you and risk losing the sale. No. No, they're going to tell you exactly what they need to tell you and tell you what they need to tell you by law. That's it. Right? But there's hidden cost to owning a home. Right? There's hidden cost. Nobody talks about, especially if you buy a brand spanking new home, nobody talks about, well, as soon as that property gets what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Assessed, right? Once that land truly gets assessed, once that house truly gets assessed, once that whole neighbor, bro, your property taxes is going to go through the roof. And especially if they're building things, if they're building other communities around it, if they're building stores and malls and stuff around your property, if they got a whole plan for that for that community, right? Oh, they don't tell you that. Like, you think you got a sweet deal and you think, oh, my property taxes is extremely low. Okay, wait till next year. Wait until 2 years. You're going to be paying out the ass. You're going to want to cry with the amount of property taxes they're going to hit you over your head. Your ass going to cry. And then, new builds, they have their own set of issues, right? They put them up too fast. They got all kinds of issues. And, like, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. Then having to keep up with your own maintenance. You gotta hire the plumber, right? You gotta hire the electrician, right? You gotta call the builder back, right? You gotta call the HVAC guy. People don't talk about that. No, you might as well throw an extra $200,000 on that home. You might as well throw an extra $200,000 on that home. You better off getting an older home because at least it has its history. But like I said, owning a home don't mean the same thing anymore. I'm not even a big proponent of owning a home. Right? I like to move around. I'm a nomad. I'm a nomad. I like to move around. I like to explore things. I may not buy a home. I may not even want to buy a home until I'm old, to be honest with you. I don't like to feel trapped in a place. I don't want to be bogged down because I have a home to take care of. I have a home to maintain, right? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to move around at will. I want to be able to end my rent, end my lease, and go over to the next city if I choose to, or live overseas if I wanted to, right? And just homes really do suck the soul out of you. They suck the soul out of you. Like I just said, the hidden cost, the maintenance, all of it, right? There's much more that you can do with the down payment than throw it at a house. And then you got to wait years until you actually have enough equity in that home anyway, right? Because yeah, you can get into these down payment assistant programs and all of that, but what good is that going to do you? Why would you even get into a down payment? I get people need homes and they maybe have a big family and stuff like that. I'm not knocking people. However, it just, to me, is idiotic to get into a home, especially if you're not putting down a significant amount of money to go ahead and get that equity going, right? See, a lot of people, they want these down payment assistance, but that's really working against you in the long run. Because now it's going to take you forever just to get equity in that home. It's going to take you forever, and not including all the hidden costs, not including ups and downs in the market. And sometimes it's easy for you to get upside down because you didn't put that much money down. You put $1,000 down on a $400,000 home. You put $3,000 down on a $500,000 home and it's down payment assistance. And now you wondering why the hell you upside down. Property taxes is graping you out the butt, right? You wondering all these. Well, that's why. That's why. And then plus you didn't even have the finances to get in home. A lot of these mortgage brokers, they just want to get you in there. They get paid for getting you in there. What part don't y'all realize? Everybody out here trying to get some money. Everybody's trying to make some money. Everybody is trying to knock you upside the head. Everybody's trying to take advantage of somebody else's ignorance. So with this level of understanding, I do understand why somebody would choose to stay out in the woods. I understand. I'm not even really knocking him if he's doing what he's supposed to do, but I just think this is a new level. This is a new level that we haven't seen yet. Will homes become more affordable again? I don't know. Like I said, maybe for a brief moment, just so the real game changers and the real money makers can get in there and buy up the homes. But for the most part, the people who want homes, they can't afford the homes. The people who want homes, they don't have enough cash to even get in. You got people out here still buying homes straight cash. You got people out here who have enough income to really just buy homes straight out. Most of America can't even compete with the top 20%, the top 15% of people. They can't compete with these institutions. They can't compete. So the reality is, poverty will become the new normal in America. Homelessness will become the new normal in America. Renting will become the new normal in America. People staying and renting homes, 4, 5, 6 people, roommates, and people renting apartments together, that's going to be the new normal. Because as jobs continue to eradicate themselves, as robots and AI continue to come into existence and take jobs away, right? People are going to be left with nothing. America has a huge skills gap. That's a whole nother issue. And the money is going to become scarce if you're not already set up to win. That's why I tell you guys to start your YouTube journey right before the window closes. Just learn something. Get into a skill. Learn something. Get your hands on a shit ton of money. Let's go. Let's get it. Because the windows are closing. The windows are closing. And there are very few people, a very few percentage of people who are going to win. And that percentage of people are going to be the ones who control the crypto market. They're going to be ones who control the stock market. They're going to be ones that control the housing market. They're going to be the ones that control all the assets in this country and possibly the world. While you got guys like this who are staying in tents because they're trying to save money, or staying in tents because they can no longer afford to pay $2,000 in rent. Welcome to the new America. And that's an after pill. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.